All right, good morning. Having issues here. I don't know if I don't know. I can't get this thing to work. Can't get my Apex connection's not connecting. I don't know what's going on with it. All right, did it do it that time? All right, I guess maybe it did it that time. Okay. All right, I don't know what's going on with that. This thing was giving me a whole bunch of errors, and then finally it just connected. Okay, that was annoying. I had to restart the computer and everything. Your internet's giving you issues this morning, Coper. Good morning. Good morning, Predator. Let me get everything else loaded up here. I had to restart the computer. It's like nothing would work earlier, so I had to restart everything, and seems to be working now. I guess. Yeah, no, don't know what the deal was. All right, let me go to Take Profit Trader here. I'll go ahead and pick up some fresh accounts. Now, Quantower saying I'm not logged in. All right. Well, let's log in. Hmm. Problems this morning. Problemos. Good morning, Robert. All right. We got logged in over there. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's see. 25K test account and a 50K. All right, we got. How many open Take Profit Trader accounts do we even have? Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get everything loaded up here, but it's being difficult. I do think I'm going to move my Bulenox. Let's connect Bulenox over here, because we'll work on a Bulenox eval this morning. All right, this should be on Bulenox. There we go. All right. Nice bounce off the VWAP there, looks like. See if we can't get a couple of these Bulenox evals passed this morning. Maybe at least already passed one overnight. I passed this one last night on a little short play. Passed that one on this play here at like 10 p.m. ish somewhere. I don't even know what time it was. Maybe it wasn't 10. Right there, that dump. 8 something. So we passed that one. All right. So how many? What was I looking? I was trying to see how many Take Profit Trader accounts I'm trading right now. I think 3. So we can sign up for 2 more. No, there's only 2. Okay, so I do have a free reset. So let's reset one of these. I don't know which one's active though. It's 161. I hate how they do this. Are you dreaming? I don't know, maybe. You could be dreaming. You could be. All right, this one is failed, so we could reset this one, right? No, that's... Why does it show me pro accounts? I want a test account. I got to reset one of my test accounts. Test. It shows me two 25Ks and a 50, but show me the... I don't know. All right, what about this one? Can we reset this one? Oh, wait a second. Let's make sure this is a CQG. It is. We're going to go over the news and stuff in just a minute. All right, reset that one, so that gives us 3, because I guess we blow one yesterday? We must have. I forgot. And then let's add a new 25K. Boom. Add a new one. And then let's add one more 50K. And then we'll be good there. I wanted to get a 150K though. Good morning, Timbo. Good morning, Omnius. Do I wait? Nah, let's just go ahead and get the 50K. Let's go ahead and get it. Okay. Done. Let's go over news. We have 10 a.m. news. It's 2-star. It's not big. Michigan 1-year inflation expectations. That's at 10. We have oil news at 1. I mean, really, that's it. 10 a.m. news. Beyond that, not much. Let's look at Twitter. Mancini's information. Let's see what he has to say. Let's see what he has to say. I don't know. All right, let's get on the right. Wait. I'm on the wrong connection over here. Just noticed that. Today is OPEX Day. While not all OPEX days are the same, they are very often extremely low quality, poor trading with ample chop and bad follow through. They are not all like this, but this is a strong tendency. If you are already green, don't trade today. Mancini. So, plan today right at 59.63. 59.70 up next. Let's mark out that area. I don't have that marked out. 70 to 75. Only dip if 25 fails. So, there you go. There you go. If you have a Bulenox Master account and have passed the reserve threshold already, does it still trail? No. Once you get to 2,600, it is, at that point, static. So, static at that point. 159. Get everything set up here just in case we find a funded trade. I don't know that I'm going to trade the funded. All right, let me get everything. All right, let me check the Bulenox and see which accounts. I think I have one that's pretty close to being passed. I'm going to treat that like a funded account today and try to get it passed, but only taking plays that are funded potential. That one's up $200. That's a little odd. Okay, 85, 88. Nope. I thought I had one that was close to being passed. Another one. I don't see it. Ah. You left a gold put contract open and fell asleep, woke up with 5K. Ugh. Yeah, Dan, do I, but if you've already got, like, if you only need 8 more K, then it's not the end of the world, right? Morning, discipline trader. All right. Let's take a look at the larger time frame here. Man, we have a lot of imbalances down below. I mean, we have a lot of stuff lower that can be filled. We really do. We are ultra bullish, though. Let's be honest. I mean, there's nothing about this that looks bearish to me. Let's go to our hourly, kind of zoom out here. Just looking for obvious levels. There is also a gap there too. Is that kind of where we're headed? Relative equal highs at 616 seems, they're not really equal. Once you zoom in, they're not all that relative either, you know? So we'll just mark these obvious areas out. Yeah, it's OPEX. Morning, Kurt. Yeah, Michael, for sure. Zabak, I think you can. It's not 3 stars. So you should be able to. Pretty bearish reaction there on that 925 candle. All right. Well, it's considering a little stab long here, to be honest. But let's just wait for something obvious. What? I don't know. I swore I had another Bulenox account that was close to passing. Maybe I didn't. Thought I did. Not seeing one though. Yeah, because I just passed that one. All right, well, we'll just try to work on this today, see if we can't get it passed. All right, let's just stick with that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Michael, you never know, right? I mean, I don't know what to expect today, to be honest. Kind of broke down a little bit there through that trend line. So when I started having problems with the computer, I drew this. And then my computer, like I just couldn't get anything logged on, and we broke through there. We actually might end up getting a long setup here on this 5 minute here. Kind of looking at this area here. And you can see like we're forming kind of a second bridge here. If it can kind of work its way down and then make another bridge here, that would be interesting. So I'll be watching that. Still got a little cough. Going to try to mute the mic whenever I have to cough. I'm pretty much going to be looking for like failed breakdown longs today. That's really what I'm going to be concentrating on. Wow. There's open. No, that's not open. That is not open. Okay. Oh my goodness. What is that, guys? Any news pop off right there? Any news pop off? I don't know. I hope you guys were long. Had to be a tweet or something. Yeah, the clock's broken. No, the clock's not broken. It's just, yeah. Spike into the 500. I don't know what that was. I'm thinking long, Jamie. Yeah, full port. Exactly, Pantry. Let's go, Tech T. Trump comments. Got 27 points there. Yeah, John, I wanted to press the button. But, you know, as you do. Taking back your short. Hillary croaked. Look like a stop hunt. Like something. I'm going to treat this as a data candle, though, here. And I think I'm going to chase it. Stop at the low. I'm going to risk like 500 bucks. Maybe I should have waited for a sweep of the low. Oh, it got me anyway. All right. That was interesting. Very interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I probably should have either chased that early or just waited for open. I don't know why I did that. Not smart. Charge froze. Oof. Well, I don't know, Jamie. The short's looking good right now if you're still in it. Yeah, it looks like we'll get this gap here. Oh, you're waiting on Ninja? Yeah, I hate doing that. We have to reset. Bit of a trend line down here, 5-minute trend line. If we kind of tap into that, you know, run some of this liquidity lower. I mean, we do have the overnight low down here at 340s. You have the London low. Let's mark that out down here as well. Although that's not been that important the last couple of days, we've left those lows in both scenarios. Good morning, Sir Writing. Yes, pulling back there 936. I might short here. Good morning, Clarity. I'm going to try a little short here. Test the whole number. Good morning, Constantine. Below the low, I'm going to just put the stop in to break even. See if we can test that whole number down there. Got out before it froze. Nice. Well, yeah, because the short would have paid. Rhythmic down, getting no data. I don't know, futures trader. I was having problems this morning too. Yeah, we already took one loss though, Matty Matt. Short from 450. Let's go. Nice job. Oh, kind of holding up here. Might just rip back higher. Yeah, it's not. I'll try to take a couple little scalps here if I can. Just kind of finding support here, not really moving lower. I won't full port. No balls. No bullocks. Yeah, I'm trying not to full port though, Sean. I don't know. Maybe at some point today. Yeah, we're going to try our best, Sean. We'll see. We're going to be very careful today. Morning, Francis. I'm going to be very careful on the funded accounts today. If we break the low here, I think we get a little elevator. All right, we'll see you on the poker. Yeah, we'll be playing. All right, here we go. Break even, stop. See if we can test that 400 level. Really, just psychological levels the only reason I'm taking profit there. It could run into the 360s. But, you know, since I'm going to take profit there, it blasts right through there without even stopping. You know how that works. When you take profit at the psychological level, then it just keeps going. When you don't, then it bounces. Good morning, Francis. I don't know if I said that. If ES can just breach the low here, we run into the 400s quickly here. ES approaching the 35s. Good morning, Owlboy. We're almost back to break even on the day here after taking that initial stupid long. Come on. Not going to let this tick me here. Just going to take it there. Get myself back to green. $35 in the green now. We do have a nice scenario setting up for a long on the 5-minute, though. Looks clean right now. It really does. Look at this 5-minute setup. Especially if we hold. Let's say we let's think about scenarios out loud here. We test this trend line and we hold. And then we come back up here and get back above that trend line. I think that would be awesome for a long on the 5-minute. That's going to be funded play worthy, in my opinion. Because you got a nice bridge here. You're creating a second kind of a nice bridge. You don't really have a whole lot of resistance until up here at this 474 area. But you do want to see this kind of work down and test this trend line down here. Probably, let's check out this trend line on the 15-minute as well. Yeah, so it's there as well. Didn't quite get there though. Sorry guys. I forgot to do that there. Close the trade. I don't know, John. I've never had that before. Little scalperoonie here. There we go. It just lets you go a few hundred below. That's weird. Nice bounce off midnight open. Yeah, I don't even have that marked. Probably should. Full ported. Let's go. Well, if it didn't blow it, you should be okay. I mean, it should show blown right away, right? Might try one more stab here. Stabberoonie. Yeah, a little stab long, maybe Koper. So I'm thinking. Right. Right. Never mind. I was thinking this next candle would kind of open up green. All right, doesn't look like it's going to. I thought the new 5-minute candle might be bullish there, but it's not. It's bearish. It's bearish, I tell you. So we'll just wait. It is probably better that we test this higher time frame trend line here and then kind of go from there. There we go. Testing, testing, testing. Let's see here. Do we hold this area? Do we hold? Yeah, 5925 is what I'm watching, Marcin. If we get down there, I'll take a long off that area. Now, if we get this off this trend line, that wouldn't be bad. Retest 350. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of stuff to the downside. Let's be honest. Like, you know, we really zoom out to the downside here. We got a lot of stuff. We've got data wicks down below. We've got, you know, all kinds of stuff down here. Low resistance liquidity here. I mean, you've got stuff all over the place down below. But we got to break through some key areas to kind of start testing those. We could move down low fast. So we'll see. Am I experiencing any slippage where your stops and limits don't execute? Alboy, if you're playing the algo candle, then yeah, you're going to get slippage, negative and positive, and you just have to accept it. For example, the other day on the 350 algo, I made $1,800 when my take profit was at $500. So you have to expect it in both directions. Sometimes it's going to work in your favor. Sometimes it is not. Yeah, I've had that happen as well, Owlboy. Both. Oh yeah, that sucks, Pine Tree. Yeah, Owlboy. I've had the exact same thing happen where the stop on Ninja, the stop just disappeared. And I was like, you know, you're like, oh, that's no bueno. Yeah, I've had that happen. That first bullish Harami failed there, Pine Tree. Did you take that or no? I will long here on an eval. I think this is an okay play. The only thing is 362 is sitting down there. What is that? That's not really anything, is it? Or that's the Asia. That's the London low. So 362 is sitting down there. That's the London low. It would probably be better if we get one more leg lower, but I don't know that we will. You took the short? Yeah. Short was the better play. I did take the short too, obviously. I don't hate this long, though, if it triggers. You got a clear break even. The only thing I would say is that we left the London low down there. So we'll see. Yeah, I saw Project X. You can use for Quant Tower connection. So I've got a long trigger here. I'll take it. All right, so I'm in. Stop to break evens here. And I'm going to target this wick up here. And stop to break evens a close below, or I mean stop out to close below this gap. Stop to break evens 444. So don't love longing into the VWAP here, but the ES has room, so. Yeah, Marcin, very well. Could. I'm going to mostly be on eval today myself, unless there's just something that screams at me that this is a funded play. Otherwise, I'll just be on an eval. The only thing I don't love about this play is that we're leaving the London low down there, but last couple of days, those London and Asia lows have not mattered. Or the London low. It's just not mattered. What up, Trader Oracle? How you doing? So, if we get stopped out on this, then bias is probably just wrong, right? And to be honest, I don't really have a bias. So, I'm okay with taking both shorts and longs. We swing both ways. That's right. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Trader Oracle. I actually, when my computer was messing up this morning and nothing was logging on, I was almost like, F it. I'm just going to call it a day and come back Monday. But, okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to mute the mic whenever I'm coughing. But sometimes it just hits you so fast you don't even think about it. I do think it's a really good day to be careful, guys. It really, you know, it's a good day to just be careful. And there's nothing wrong with being on the sidelines. All right, so if this candle closes below, the high of this candle and we create a swing, our break-even stop will now move to this swing. But if it closes above, which it looks like it's going to, now our stop to break-even is still at 444. So let's see. All right, so now this is the break-even. This candle's going to close down here. So now this is created an internal swing. So now that's our break-even stop. So if it can get back above 435.50 here, we go stop to break even. If it closes below here, or it hits our stop, obviously, then we're just out. And this really, to be honest, is not the reaction you want when you're in these inversion plays. You want them just to go, but we'll see how it plays out. We'll follow the rules. France is taking the rest of the month off for trading. Oh, okay. Yeah, Owlboy, I know sometimes, but it's just one of those things. Still waiting on NQ to pop. Yeah. All right, here we go. So we're going to follow. Well, that's why you never touch your stop until it's above there. That's my rule, because if you touch it beforehand, if you're like, oh, it's going to get above there now, and you touch it, it pulls back. All right. Now stop to break even. Stop to break even. We're coming into the macro. And now we have no idea what's going to happen once we touch this gap. We swept this liquidity. That could just be our turn back down spot. That's why we go break even there, because we don't know. Yeah, no inside. Not quite, huh? It was so close. Equal highs don't count as an inside bar, I guess, huh? So stops at break even there. I'm just trying to run it up to that wick from this morning, but I could take profit somewhere in there. I could have. We were up 15, 20 points there, 20, 22 points. So I could have just taken profit. But looking for more. Come on, you don't want to stop me out. You want to go higher. You want to go higher. I know you do. You want to be such a sweet girl and just go higher for me. That's the sweet girl I know. There she is. She wants to go. She wants more. She wants more. She's finding her way above the 50. She's trying to get above the comma. Let's go. Oh, come on. Don't reject there. I'm trying to talk nice to it, but, you know, it's not working. It's the Culver's girl, not the Wendy's girl. Oh, now this is the Wendy's girl. Just came back and stopped me out. So rude. Yeah, I don't know if that Michigan sentiment's going to do much. We'll see. 1 year inflation expectations. Still watching this 5 minute to the downside too. I keep forgetting. Yeah, that could have been a winning play. I mean, I was up 22 points, 21 points. Could have just taken it there, but we're looking for more. We were looking for a big move. Didn't get it. Looking for a bigger move. Let's clean some of this up. Very tight range so far to start the day. 80 points. We're up $119. Nothing crazy here. Bearish Harami possible here. What do you think there, Pine Tree? Or are you considering this bearish Harami? Or are you considering it? I mean, I do think it's middle of the range, but it is coming out of a nice fair value gap there. A bearish gap on the 1 minute. The first presented, that is. Nervous because of the news. Yeah, but I mean, I think taking it on an eval is fine, right? That's what I'm going to do. 20-point risk for 17. Yeah, so like, it's not great risk to reward, but it's not horrible. I'm going to take it here. I don't even know where the profit's supposed to be here. 408.75. Yeah, I got it lower than it's supposed to be. So technically, like, somewhere in there. 408. I'll put it at 407. We'll go stop to break even at like 412, 411 here. What we got news in 4 minutes? Man, I really think this could break lower. I'm going to move this down. Yeah. Yeah, we got news. It's already for sure. Couple of scalps here off the VWAPs. Man, this thing's just going up. That's rude. This is a protected high now. Oh, I gotta get the stops in here. Gotta get the stops in. All right, looks like we're going to get stopped most likely. Let's see here, though. Maybe not. Get us out of these two would be nice. Get us out of those two. Playing games with us this week. Yeah, it kind of is. Come on. You can do it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Oh, I can't even. Get me out of this one. I would appreciate it. Let's try to give it a moment there to see if it could just crack that area. Not really. I think it can. We'll see. Up 2 props, down 1. Hey, those percentages work in your favor. All right, we got a little over a minute here until this news. I don't know that it does much, to be honest. I'm not sure. Maybe it does. I don't really know. See what I did there? I went over there. I put my finger on the X, thinking it was going to hit this target. And then as soon as I put my cursor over there, it bounced. Oh, come on. It wicked through it and didn't feel me. That's dirty. There we go. All right, here we go. 5 seconds. Stops in. Oh, really? Stop me out and then go? Oh, let's go, Andy. Nice job. You're welcome, sir. Appreciate you. Well, there you go. What's good, Sergio? What's good? Bouncing off that trend line there. Should have left my stop where it was. So I was telling you guys, this is a protected high. It doesn't mean that it can't be ran, but typically when the high is protected, you got to sweep the low before it would want us to really take it. But if it does take it, it's just a really bullish sign, right? John, is when you take out a high, a wick that's inside a fair value gap. So like we wicked and then we made a new low, came back up and then took out that high. So now you'd have to make a new low for this to be unprotected. It doesn't mean it can't be taken. Sure it can. But it's you know, it's just harder for the market to get back up to this area. And I don't typically use those for a lot of things. I use that only sometimes when I'm placing stops. 5 minute looks horrible here. All plans don't have activation fee. Correct, Sergio. I like the starter plan personally because I don't mind the 40% consistency rule. If you're someone who doesn't want the consistency rule, then go with Expert or Starter Plus once you're funded. There's a consistency rule in the starter plan once you're funded, but there's not one in the eval. In the Starter Plus, there's a consistency in the eval, but there's not one once you're funded. Expert, there's not one in the eval or when you're funded. But I personally use the starter accounts. That's what I use. $25 cash, did you? Andy, you a lucky dog, man. You lucky dog. Very choppy here. Yeah, I've used the expert account, Sergio. I was funded with the expert account a long time ago. That was the best account they had. The main difference is to understand is the 50K expert, you got to make $4,000 instead of $3,000. So, Husk, your ninja's lagging bad. I was having problems earlier. I had to restart everything. Oh, let's go, Andy. Nice job. Over 20 funded accounts. Coper, it's tough. It really has been tough. I mean, I'm down $63 right now on this eval. I think I'm going to short here. And I'm probably just going to put my stop up at about up here. I'm thinking about shorting. So a retest of this area here, I'm going to short it. And I'm going to target 362. So I think we're bearish here, at least to some degree. I mean, obviously, if you scroll out, we're bullish overall, right? But I do think that we could probably push lower. All right, Predator, appreciate you. You hate the size of those bullwicks. I might wait here. I might wait to see if we pop this. Because if we do pop this, it will be very bullish. But I think it... I don't know. I just think it holds. But I could be wrong. Let me see. Your shorts are red, red, red. Yeah. Curds and big longs. But when you get payouts expert, do you need to have a buffer zone? Yes, you do. However, Sergio, the thing about the expert account is it's 10 days between payouts, not 10 trading days, 10 days. So you don't have to trade. It's just 10 days between payouts. So that's the nice thing about it. That's pretty nice. All right, I'm going to take a short here, guys. I'm going to target 362. Again, I don't love the entry here, but I did sacrifice a little bit of the entry to kind of see the reaction, right? And I'll go stop to break even. Really should be at the body of this candle here, really at 409. So like right in there, stop to break even. Coper, are you still holding shorts? If we break this trend line here, if we close below this trend line on the 5-minute, we could really rip lower. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Don't do it to me. If you don't want the consistency rule, Sergio, then the expert one's 30% off right now, I think, still. But it's a little more pricey, I think, than the Starter Plus. I mean, if you don't want the consistency rule, just pass in 2 days with the Starter Plus. But I do like you know, any of those are great accounts. I mean, really, they are. That's annoying. That's annoying. What I may do here. But yeah, I mean, I think the Starter Plus is just as good. But yeah, I mean, the Expert's, you know, a great account as well. Here's the thing, if we do pop this, we're going to get a big candle up. We'll take a couple little scalps here on these first two if we can get it. Should have probably taken that on the last one, at least taking something. I'm like not taking the profit after I'm up 20, 30 points. And kind of, you know what? It's OPEX day. I don't know why I'm trying to go for bigger moves. Makes no sense. Let's take the small moves here and stop being goofy. It's not a day to go for big moves, so I don't know why I'm trying to do that. Let's just take the profit that makes sense here. Five-minute is definitely nasty. I mean, look at it. I mean, like, that's not clean at all. You're the goofy one here? I don't know, Curd. You added another big one in that drop to your long. You're getting over your fears? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Oh, I got what you're saying, Sergio. Yeah, if you're getting it for that, then yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, Black Beauty, Bulenox is 1 day to pass. But yeah, if you're getting it for 50% off, yeah, then I would go expert. I think that makes it worth it for sure. Yeah, but if you're just trading the range here, then you're doing okay. Boop. It came up. It came up right here. It's $9.99 for Dayquil. That's what it was. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, exactly, Black Beauty. Good morning, Angel. How you doing? Top of in the better of the okay, 30-point trade. I got you. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. That's what I mean. You look at this range here. If you just short the top of the range, if you're bearish, then it is 20 to 30 points each time, right? But it's pretty crappy. I mean, like this range is tough. Actually, it's less than that since open. It's still 80 points. Yeah, nothing wrong with the range sniping for sure. That's kind of what I've been doing, right? Your first presented gaps holding. Just, you know, short it, keep your stop above it. Just take some scalpers. We need Trump and tariffs. Yeah, would move it. What up, Jonathan? Starter Plus kind of sucks because after every payout, it resets the amount so you can build it up. I'm not sure what you mean there, Jonathan. What price does IB close? Probably 360s. 350s. I'm not sure what you mean there. Starter Plus does not reset. I think you might be confused with the with that other crappy. What was the other one called? It was called something else. It wasn't Starter Plus. It was like it was before they had the eval to live. After you get a payout, it goes back to 50K. It does not. Jonathan, not the Starter Plus. It does not. You're talking about the... What is it called? What was that other plan called that they got rid of? They got rid of that plan, Jonathan. So if you don't already have it, then they got rid of it. They replaced it with the eval to live. It was called something else. I had it, but I don't remember what it was called. But yeah, Starter Plus does not reset back to 50K. It continues. The milestone. Yeah, that's it. Green Knight got it. So the milestone plan, every time you got a payout, it reset back to starting balance. And then you had to pass 3 or 4 stages before they put you on a live account. But with the Starter Plus, it's just like any other account. If you got 55 grand in there and you take 1,200 out, you still got 53.8. So the Starter Plus is just like the starter. The only difference between the starter and the Starter Plus is the starter has no consistency rule in the eval, and the Starter Plus does have a consistency rule in the eval, but not in the funded account. So you can see no consistency rule here. But if we go to starter, the starter has a consistency rule. So once funded, starter has consistency, Starter Plus does not. In eval, Starter Plus has consistency. And in eval in the starter, there is no consistency. You can pass in one day. That's the only difference in the two. But yeah, that milestone plan, I was on that. I got 3, I think I got 2 or 3 payouts. I got to the like stage 3 of it, stage 2 or 3, and then I blew it. So I don't think it was a horrible thing that they did there, but you know. Excuse me. Guys, oh my God, guys. Look at this since open. I mean, this is just extreme chop. This is horrible. This is so bad. This is so bad. Takamura, it's not a bad day to close shop and walk away. It really isn't. And I was planning on streaming till like 12:30, 1 o'clock today, but after watching this, I may not. So, I may not. This is bad. Mark's trying to take back all the money we made this week. Yeah. He's trying. I mean, you could short the top and sell the bottom. Short the top, sell the bottom. It works until it doesn't. It works until it doesn't. I mean, I do think eventually... Oh, sorry, guys. I coughed in your ear again. Eventually, it's going to break to the upside or the downside. The guess is which one? It will rip up 100. Yeah, it will. You're not wrong. I'm glutton for punishment here. So if we break back below the VWAP one more again, I'm gonna take short with just a 5-point take profit. Or if we sweep the 44875 wick, I'll short there. Oh, did she trick me? She might have. Now, if it rips 100 points now that I'm short, Eliza, I'm going to blame you. I'm blaming you. It's all your fault. He has put in a higher... Yeah, I mean, I still think it's going up, you know. That's your plan too, Saredi? Nothing wrong with that. I mean, we're overall bullish, right? I mean, if we just look at it objectively, we're overall bullish. But the sweep of the 63 kind of makes sense. I don't know. Going down to 350. Yeah, very well could. Let's see if we get destroyed on this short or not. Someone was saying Tradeify is going to start doing the same day payouts. I haven't heard anything, Jonathan. But I got no inside information. Nice job, Michael. I mean, they could. They might. I don't really know. I don't like it. Eliza, that was rude. Rude. All right, see if I can average out of this. This could cause me to blow this account. See if we can average out. Come on. One more push back into the range, please. Sorry if any of you are long. I'm sure you are. No. I just need one more push back into the range here. Otherwise, we're ripped. Still holding the 5-minute trend line right now. If it breaks above it, you know, we'll just be screwed. You're out, Serati? Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. You guys can, as long as you guys are making money, I'm okay with that. And I know if I close it here, it'll just dump. So I may as well just hold it. Let's get one more pull back into the range here. That's all we need. Here's a new 5-minute candle. It did not quite close above there. It's close. It's right there at it. I just need one more pull back into the range and I'll be okay. Get that one more pullback. It cost you this long. Yeah, the range is predictable until it ain't, right? That's always how it is. There we go. All right. It came back into the range for us. That's all we were wanting. Just come back into the range one time. Whether it continues lower or not, I have no idea. But what are we in? We're just in one, right? Okay, just making sure. Told you guys, if I panicked out right there, I would be down like $1,500. Yeah, I think a pull back into the 430s here kind of makes sense. You know, I probably should move this up to like maybe like 435 area, maybe. I think that area makes sense for a dip and then a rip. Retest the bodies of these candles. I'm going to take it at that imbalance there, I think. 437s. There we go. All right, well, we got out of there with a shirt on our back, just barely. Use that 5-minute trend line there as protection. This might be just a trap here, like a little trap on the longs there. I mean, it's been, it's going to be that kind of a day where it traps one way. If you got enough to hold on, then you're okay. But if you can't, you're going to just get trapped both ways. I do kind of like the long out of here, to be honest, but scary to take it, isn't it? This is the area that I talked about that I do like the long out of. Let me see. I'm going to try it. Goodness, man. I'm sorry, guys. Keep coughing in your ear. Yeah. 5650 on the dot. That's a gap fill. I got you. So I did push up into there. Did 57. Yeah, I think it's just kind of trapping in this area. If we kind of close below the view up there, I'm going to get out, but kind of want to add into these pops here. Oh, no, I'm not. I actually probably should sell into that 50. Let's do that. Sell into the 50 here. Back above this wick, I'm going to put the stop in to break even. We'll be up 10 point or 7 points there. I'm not going to look for big moves here. I'm going to look for like 10, 15 points at a time. All right, I'm going to put the stop in now. It's going to like 1 or 2 tick me there. 3 ticks. I want to take it off, but I think it goes. Taking it there. 45 we bull, 28 we bear. I have no idea, to be honest with you. The 5-minute, we break out here on the 5-minute. We put it in OB. I think that's going to be a good long signal. At that point, we'll be closing above this first kind of presented fair value gap here. And I think that the open and then this wick up here will be in play. That 930 open wick right there. I mean, ES already breaking out here, to be honest. You could probably long now and it'd be okay. But got 3 minutes left on the 5-minute candle here. All that consolidation lower is ugly, though. Three minutes until 10:30 here, until the initial balance is set. So I guess we were wrong. We never made it back through IBL. Or at least not yet. Maybe we do in the next 3 minutes. I don't know. Definitely a day, in my opinion, to kind of stay away from the funded accounts until something is clear. I mean, if there's not something clear, there's no point in taking it, in my opinion. And right now, is anything clear? No. No, it's just not. We've managed it okay. We kind of got lucky on that 4-port short there to get back out of that. But I think originally my idea was to take bigger plays, and now I really don't think that was smart. So, kind of working down into this 5-minute wedge, right? Kind of just kind of grinding down lower, 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 lower into the wedge, and it's eventually going to break out one way or the other. That is a pretty bearish candle. As clear as your black coffee. Get ready for the bull ride. Yeah, it may be coming. The structure we have is pretty shaky this morning. Trying to guess the plays. Yeah, they're terrible. It's going clean. Oh, man. Dow Jones was looking clean. We do have kind of a data wick down here from 10 a.m. I really didn't count that as a data wick, but I guess it is. So it probably is going to want to sweep that. Yes, did leave that down there as well. So I may short this. Like right there. And let's see. Oh, it's not letting me put that in. Oh, wait. That's because I'm trying to long. What am I doing? That was stupid. If it runs this wick, then I'm not going to be interested in that play after that. Yeah. Now, if it doesn't run this wick and it pushes back up into this area, then I'm okay with the short. So he didn't run that wick there, so I'd be okay with taking the short if we push back up into here. Yes. At least the move is clean. Yeah. Oh, that sucks, Curd. I'm trying to get the push back up here before we hit that data wick. I don't necessarily mind a short below here if we break lower, but next target now would be 367. So 367 is your next shelf, your next bridge down. If we break below on the 5-minute here, it would be a break below the 5-minute and the IBL as well. So if we lose this trend line and we lose IBL here, we'll probably flush into the 360s quickly. I want to get the trade from 419, but I don't know if that's going to happen. 3:38 p.m. pattern is what I think may happen. I don't know what that is. Trying to be patient with this entry here and see how this plays out. I may not get the pushback up that I want. You're in a chat room? I have no idea what it is. 3:38. I'll have to look that. Try to figure out what that is. I don't know. All right, let's see here. Come on, give me a little bounce here. All right. I think it might. I mean, all right. We kind of. Well, did we run that wick? I can't tell. No. Not yet. Now we did. All right. Let's kind of get this set up for a little initial balance test, I guess. Holding the level now. We got 12 seconds left on the 5-minute here. I'm short here. $368. I'm going to stop to break even here. This could rip higher. Really want to see it just get back below this wick here. 368 is that next level down. I got slipped there too. I'm all out there, but it's going to go without me now. Probably shouldn't have moved the stop. It's one of those things I'm trying to work on, but I don't know why I didn't take it over here on this account. Could have at least taken it on this. There's my target. I swear, guys, I talk about this all the time, like how I mismanage trades. That's another example. No point in moving the stop there, and I moved the stop for no effing reason. Like none. No reason there to move the stop. No reason. Was never in the red. No reason to move the stop. Literally was a zero drawdown, perfect entry trade on a break of the 5-minute structure. Exactly right here. Break of 5-minute structure. This was my entry. Close below right there. And your first bridge is 67.75. That's your next bridge down. So this is your first take profit. To the tick. I had my take profit at 68. So stupid. I hate myself sometimes when I mismanage trades like that. And that was on all my fundeds. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a break-even trade, right? But it just, it sometimes sends me into a spiral. I'm gonna try not to let it do that to me, but that's annoying. I sat there and was patient and waited. I knew that was a funded trade, and yeah, I mean, you got extra confluences too, right? We have the break of the 5-minute trend line. We have the running of the wick. ES still had not ran this wick, and you have initial balance for protection there. So there's not a whole lot of reason for me to be scared of that trade. Not a whole lot of reasons to be scared. All right, I'm in here short. Still did not run the 62, so I still think we have a draw lower. So I'm going to take this IB retest here. I don't count that first one as one because we only closed a few points below. So to me, this is the true IB test. So looking for 10 points on the first, and we'll go break even on the second. See if we can't get a little runner down to that liquidity at 62. Just be patient with it here. Stop to break even now. Let's see if we get a run to 62. It's a tricky day, and you're shorting the bull market. Yeah, you're not wrong, Michael. You're not wrong, but it just, you know. When you get into the trades and you pull the trigger and then you mismanage the trade, I know there's no reason to go break even there. On that 5-minute break of trend, there's no break even. It's either hitting your target or it's hitting your stop. And that's what I got to understand to trust. And I've got to stop. You know, I am new to the 5-minute break thing, but I understand the process of it. And in understanding that, I should not move the stop. I know better. So take it out on the redheaded stepchildren. yeah, exactly, John. But I don't know. It's frustrating. It's extremely frustrating because, like, I would be at payouts already if I did not mismanage my trades. I would already be at payouts. This is the largest reason that I'm not making payouts is because of my mismanagement. So I'm still making the right decisions on the trades. I'm just mismanaging them. So frustrating. So frustrating. But I'm not going to let it affect me today. I'm not going to do anything crazy. We'll just move on. It'll be all right. Yeah, I mean, when you say bull market, we're just looking in terms of, if you zoom out, right? If you go to the higher time frame and zoom out. So like today, I feel like we got a lot of stuff to the downside that we could fill in, right? I mean, we still have this gap here. I mean, if you're just like, if you're someone who's, I try to make the case for both directions, right? So you still have this gap down here unfilled. This is the new week opening gap. You still have a couple of data wicks down here. So like these are not going to stay down here forever. We know that. So eventually, over a 2, 3, 4 day period, we're going to come down and fill this stuff in. Probably not in one day unless there's just some sort of news bomb. But, eventually we're going to start that, kind of pull back down and then we'll start back up. For some reason, people freak out when the market starts that pullback, though. They just freak out and they're like, oh no, the market is going down. It's funny because I was talking to my former father-in-law about that, and he's like talking about how bad the market was, when we had those couple of 1,000-point sell-offs, and I'm like, it's got to go down to go up, right? And he's like, what? I don't know. We just look at it different. We look at it differently. So, oh, yeah, Trev, that's what I'm trying to do. You do the exact same thing. It's so hard for me to fix. Yeah, it is. Patience will be rewarded. Exactly. And I have days where I do where I'm very patient. I make the right decisions. But then in the trade, while I'm in the trade, I don't know. Something just tells me to move the stop, even though there's no reason to. And let's be honest, what was my risk on that trade? I mean, realistically, I know if we push 10 points above IB, I should be out. So really, I was risking about 15 points on 4 micros. So like, that's not even, that's 200 bucks. It's not even 200 bucks. It just makes no sense to move the stop there. Stupid. Room, I entered a short on all my fundeds on this 5-minute break of structure here. So I got short here at 392. And we pushed down almost to my target and then bounced, or pushed down to here and then pulled back. And I went break even here, and it just wicked me out on break even and then ran straight to my target. My target was 36775. So I just mismanaged the trade. I mean, it's a break-even trade at the end of the day. It's not, you know, I got a little slippage on it, so we're down $6, but, you know, just frustrating. That's all it is. And then, of course, on the eval, you know, that we're being less reckless on, we're up $1,289. So $320, $280. Yeah, I don't think, like, for me, there's nothing to do here now, right? If you look at we look at the higher time frame. Let's just look at the higher time frame right quick. I mean, you got this level down here. 320. Oh yeah, you got 320. Boom on the dot, Treff. 280. 280's down here. 272. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, we got some low resistance liquidity down here. So if we get down into that 270, 280 range, I do think there's a decent chance we run the 192. Now, what do I think is more likely to happen? This is probably a soup level, which means we sweep this and bounce. I think that's probably much more likely. In fact, I'm going to take it. I think we left equal lows there, though. I'm not going to let that go red because I didn't realize we left equal lows. 320. Yeah, we left equal lows. But you get the idea, right? I think we sweep this level, we push back up. I'm still long biased overall. I mean, I'm really not going to be bearish until we break a key 15-minute level or something. Hit 925 exactly. Yes, exactly. And what do we got written on the 925 level? We dip if this fails. Which is that's what Mancini says. So we left the equal lows here, so I'm going to re-short it with a tight stop here. I don't think it makes sense to leave those equal lows. I think one push lower probably makes sense. I'm going to go stop to break even once we hit 340. I know it kind of goes against what I just said, but leaving those equal lows, we got to clean those up. Now, it could just bull up here and leave those. We don't know. We have no idea. But the fact that the ES is getting a reaction off initial balance low here leads me to believe we go take those now. Double meat Whataburger. You shorty, you got my money back. Shorted and unmarried my long. Let's go. Oh. I mean, it could pop here and just go, but I'm just risking 10 points. So. I do think at some point we come back and clean these equal lows up. And I could be wrong. These might not even be equal lows if I've marked them out wrong. I do that quite often. So, again, 340 is my, like, line in the sand break even. So we hit 340. I'll put the stop in at break even if we can get there. We also have the overnight low sitting there too. But we pop back up in there, we'll just be stopped. There's the 9 touch. Probably should give it a little more room, but I'm not going to. Dun, 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 dun. All right, stop me out. I don't know if I marked that out right. Did I? Oh, no, I didn't. Huh. I forgot that's the body. That's not... So that actually hit the target. That's the body of the candle, not the wick. So my mistake. The long was right. So I never would have closed the long there if I knew that. So yeah, that's the body of the candle. So it actually did hit the target. You guys see what I'm talking about with the bodies of these candles? You know, I use the 5-minute here. I mean, if you targeted the wick there, imagine you targeted the wick instead of the body. Look at that. Imagine you targeted the wick at 302, which is exactly what I used to do. And I never understood why it would bounce before then. But now that I've started looking at these larger time frames, I'm noticing the reaction at the body of the candle instead of the wick. I guess technically that still could be equal lows, couldn't it? No, it's not. 320. So yeah, I wouldn't have shorted that if I had realized those weren't equal lows. And I just marked it out and I forgot that fast. So, well, room. I mean, I longed it too here, but then I was like, oh wait, we left equal lows. So, just my mistake, just a mental error there. It's okay. You mark the space between the body and the wick as an area. Yeah, that would make sense, Trev. That would make sense. Maybe I should start doing that. Draw a little box there. But, I mean, if you're looking for V-shape, I mean, that's about as V-shape as it gets, right? There could have been like a 30-second inversion there. Let me see. Yep, there was indeed. That would have been A+. For sure. And I missed it. I actually shorted it. Stupid. If that doesn't hurt your feelings, right? Oh. Nice job, room. You look for a support or resistance in the area of the bodies of the wicks. How you hear me call out levels. Yeah. Makes sense. Oh, that would have been a clean long right there. Very clean long on the 30-second. I just missed it. I mean, that's perfect. Marked it out, but didn't execute. Now, do we think that the 50 will hold for a reaction? I do. And the reason I do, we have all these down close wicks, and you have a 5-minute trend line here that's going to be retesting. So I would think, and the whole number, you have the whole number too. So if it pushes up into this trend line here, I think we could get a little 10-point reaction off that. I might even be willing to take that on my funded account here, just one. Something like that. 395. Hey, room, we just talked about it. Got my order sitting at 397. The Valley of Decision. Oh, yeah, makes sense, Michael. Spread them out like that. Yeah, you got a lot of stuff right here that kind of gives you the idea that you get a little small reaction. And the only thing I would say I don't love about it is we kind of already got one, right? We kind of already got a reaction. How far away from us was that? Yeah, I don't know if I like the fact that we already got a reaction. Might make more sense to long here and take it off at the, I don't know. I'm going to sit it out. We're in a 15-minute IFEG. Oh, you messed it up too, Trev. That sucks. Check out your picture on Discord. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think if they missed it, you know. Well, I see what you're saying. That's weird. That is kind of weird. Yeah, it looks like the account should be blown. Yeah. Maybe full send it on a, you know, something. I don't know. Scary trading against price with those 15-minute gaps. First touch works. Yeah. Each trade is unique. I agree. Yeah, I would keep trading it for sure. Why not? I hate that I missed that 30-second long there. That was so clean. Right off a key at level and everything. Here's the thing, man, I I kind of want to take that short there. You know, it's not the end of the world if it loses. Let's. I'm not going to front run it. I'm actually going to take it at the whole number, I think. No. Hmm. Yeah, it looks like it would have. Well, it wouldn't have failed yet, but it's close to it. That's not the reaction you want. Hit the daily loss on all funded. That sucks, dude. I'm Takamura, man. I am like that too. Good morning, Bull Bear. How you doing, Trev? I do the same thing. The wee bop. Let's go, room. Nice job. I like it. I'm trying to wait to see how this next 5-minute candle closes. We are in a bearish gap here. Yeah, Trev. I do that all the time. I mean, like, I marked that out and completely forgot how I marked it out. Um, I'm going to try this. Stop to break even at the body here at 403. And I did not move it in time. We wicked it, maybe barely. Or maybe we didn't touch it. Maybe not. Now I know we touched it. I want my 10 steps. No, my 10 points. Not steps. Nasdaq, please. Pretty please. Oh, come on. Rue took a couple of weeks off doing honeydews. Painted your whole condo. Dang. I hate painting. I hate painting. I refuse to. I used to paint. I don't like it. I can't stand that. I can't stand painting. Okay. That's an interesting reaction. We did hit that bearish fair value gap, and we did. Oh, man, the 50 EMA touch would have never stopped out. Look at that. That's dirty. Nice job, Black Beauty. I haven't been using the 10K accounts. I guess I'm not up on what that is. Might get a confirmation long here on the 30-second. Potentially. Let me see if there's one. No, not really. I guess it'll be the 1 minute if we get it. You got a lot of practice painting at your rental properties. I hate painting. I don't know. I used to try to paint stuff, and now I'm like, fuck that. We shall hire the professionals. We are rejecting that trend line and the comma. Like, we're going to get a bearish 5-minute harami here. You got a couple of things saying that this might work. But, man, you also got a couple of things saying that we're going to go higher. Oh, man, I don't know. That 1 hour candle was bullish. You missed that long. We're in the middle of the... Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. If we do close above the 5-minute trauma here, though, I am going to take the long. Well, the problem is we got 4 more minutes. Yeah, I do hate that I missed that long off the bottom, too. All right, I'm going to take it here. On painting, you don't tell yourself you hate painting until I'm done painting. 6 different... You're crazy. There's no way, Bull Bear. There's no way I would ever do that. Now we need price to go higher above the 200 EMA. Where is it at, Black Beauty? Just go ahead and scare me. Probably right here where price is. I'm longing into the 200 probably. $418, right where my TP is. Well, my TP's at 413, so. What time is it? It's 11:02. Oh. Probably should have already did this. Oh my gosh. I hate my long now. $59.47. Yeah, I got a ways to go on the ES, huh? Nice job, Room. One day bearish Harami still stands. No, not the bearish Harami. Oh, goodness. Do I watch the daily open? No, I don't usually watch it. So I used to have it marked out on my Ninja, but I haven't had it marked out in a while. See if we get a little pullback here. Like maybe to the 60s. I don't know. All right. I shorted too late. Should have took the short off the that comma there. I do think we sweep liquidity here and probably move higher, but let's see. What I may do, take a little scalperoonie. We may take a little scalperoonie. We'll see. Come on. How are you just going to reject as soon as it closes? That's dirty. Dirty. All right, we're in 5 here. Let's see if she can go. I mean, I hate where the stops are, but it's not. Yeah, it just stopped me out. That sucks. Hire me a paintbrush and roller. We'll travel. VWAP on the... Do I not have VWAP on? Where the hell's my VWAP? How is there no VWAP on the ES? I don't even have VWAP on. Wait. VWAP is on. Where is the VWAP? I'm over here longing into the damn VWAP on ES. So stupid. What the hell? Oh my goodness, I didn't even know VWAP was right there. It didn't, for whatever reason. I mean, it was turned on, but it wasn't showing up. Yeah, it's 940 on mine too. It just wasn't there. I didn't notice it. Mm-hmm. Well, bouncing off that pivot there. I can't believe the VWAP was not on that chart. Doesn't make any sense. I do think this thing probably still goes, but it's just taking its time here. $420. I got mine at $420 also on this. Yes, finally kind of breaking out here. Getting a bullish engulfing there on the 5-minute, kind of a pullback breakout candle. Let's see if it can go. Let's see if she can go. If the 5-minute candle can close above 400 here, or right there, 398, then we will we'll add into this. If not, if it does like the last 3 5-minute candles, then might just be a big wick on top with a rejection. I want to see this. The safer play is to wait for this to close full. Obviously, I'm not doing that, but that's the safer play. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Got a minute, 45 seconds left on this candle. $88 IBL should hold now, hopefully. We'll see. That's not the reaction that you really wanted for the close of this candle. It's exactly what the last two have done. They got down to the last minute of the candle, and then they just ripped lower and close red with a big wick on top, and then open up and rips higher. We're just ranging here, creating an idiot box. You know, less than a minute until the close of this candle. I'm going to move the stop down a little more. Kind of created a range here. I guess really I should be longing from the bottom instead of kind of hoping for a breakout. The breakout trade's not working. Blow or no vamos? I really want to close above 397 on the 5-minute. Get a little push there in the last 25 seconds. Let's see. Five seconds. I'm going to add in here 1, 2. Looking for the push. All right, out of those. We got a nice bullish candle close there, so maybe we break out of this range now. Every day I have to search for your channel. That's crazy. I don't know why. Sorry about that, Black Phoenix. I don't really know. And of course, when I was trying this play on the funded account there, it didn't work. Down $1,000 on that account. On the Bulenox, I'm going to save it for the 350 play. See if we can't get it out of the drawdown. 400, 410 with a Coke, please. Still couldn't break that range. It should, though. You would think. There's another ad opportunity here. I have faith it's going to go, so I'm going to add one more time. These little 5-point scalps add up. And I won't move the stop on these 5-point scalps. If it stops me out on those, then it is what it is. I'm adding a third here, a fourth, a fifth. Stop me out on 2. Gonna give up all of our profits here. Yep. We thought it would hold. It said, nope, I'm not. You also have to search. I don't know why. It could be because I don't schedule my streams out the day before. Maybe I can start doing that. I don't know. It's the only real thing I can think of. It's going to stop me out and then go. Wouldn't be a bad idea, Coper. Let's see how this 5-minute candle closes. Maybe I just didn't have to stop in like the right place. Who knows? I was stubborn and didn't want to move them, but maybe I should have. One minute left here on this candle. Just knocking our head on this level. I mean, if we could break out of it, we get a big candle here, but I don't know if we have the strength. I don't know if we have the strength to do it. We'll see a nice little push here into like the 405s into this close on this candle. That will give me a little bit more confidence in it. Chuck Norris is on his way. Tom Sabo's buying one long micro. Yeah, that's the opposite of what we wanted right there. The opposite. This is so funny. It's just stuck in this area. Just can't go. I mean, I know it's just consolidating, and I think we get the next leg up off that, but before that happens, you could get that just death candle down here, a little liquidity grab, and then, you know, then go. I'm going to kill that trade. I don't love that reaction, so I know that can happen. Dun, 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 dun. You're eating mushrooms and getting lost in a dark basement. Oh, I'm long and nutty short. Yeah. I mean, short is the play at the top of the range there, consolidating. But I think that, you know, if you want a long off the bottom range, I think it's fine. All right, let's get some scalpies going. Jumped into this one late. I should have gotten in a little early there, but a little earlier. Perfect. Perfect. I'm going to wait for the sweep of this wick. We sweep this wick, kind of the pivot point there. I'll take a long out of that. Little scalper. Little scalperooski. Although, to be honest, I mean, it never closed above that 5-minute trend line there. I mean, look at that. Literally never closed back above that. So we'll see. See if we get a sweep this wick. I'm going to take a little stab. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, Kurt, if you're done, be done, man. Don't be. I mean, I'm over here trading an eval that, you know, is 91% off. It's no excuse, but, you know, I'm being a little more aggressive. I'm being a lot more aggressive on it than I normally would be with any account. So, but this price action, I mean, if you missed, you know, if you missed the short and then you missed this V-shaped long, realistically, like, that's what you should have been waiting on, right? If you'd missed this and then you missed this, nothing to do here, right? On the fundeds. St. Augustine, yeah, I've been there like 4 or 5 times. So it's nice. We went to St. Augustine right after the hurricane last year in, maybe it was like October or something. I can't remember exactly. I think that was St. Augustine. Wasn't there a hurricane last year that hit over on that side? And then, yeah, we went to a house. We rented a house that was like 1 block from the beach. Had a in-ground pool. It was nice. But I really like St. Augustine. I know it's like an older city, right? Historical city. Oh, you're moving there in a few months? Nice. Yeah, I like it down there. It's very nice. Very nice place. Very, very nice place. 2 hurricanes, yeah. Yeah, it was funny because we went there the day after the hurricane hit. So the house literally had no power when we were driving there. And the lady was like, I don't know if the power's going to be on when you get there or not. Luckily it was. Oldest in the U.S. There we go. Yeah. I think that it's a little rare for them to hit over there where that one was, though, right? I don't know, though. Maybe I'm wrong, but... I'm going to take a little stab short here. Why not? I've been trying the longs and getting burnt. I mean, 5-minute keeps rejecting that trend line, so... Keeps rejecting. So let's see if we can get this a little push down. Just a little sweep lower. Nothing cray-cray. Boom, 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 boom. In Cali, you had wildfires, earthquakes, north blizzards, hailstorms, tornadoes in the south, brutal cold in the northeast. Yeah, you're not wrong. Does this thing hold? Are these equal highs? I didn't even notice. They are. Those are equal highs. You're from Boca, been through 7, including Andrew and Wilma. We need a Trump tweet, man. I don't know. It's just a trash price action day. Probably, honestly, probably should just call it a day, you know? I mean, there's a couple opportunities. This stuff in here is not, what I'm trading right now, this is not opportunities. This is just, I mean, gambling. Call it what it is. So, do I have equal highs at 407? Do we run those? That's the question. Minute 51 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. Same as before. Looks, you know, maybe like it wants to go, but it just doesn't. Seattle weather is nice, cool, and mild. Fog storm hit you on top of the mountain. Dang. Nothing wrong with that, Michael. I'm probably just going to call it because honestly, what I'm doing right now is not helping. So, all right, let's do it. I'm going to full port into the 11:30 a.m. candle here. And we're going to try to get that run through these equal highs up here. Let's do it. It's either going to blow or go. And then we'll go. Floridian living in Tahoe now. We're gonna have a hell of a bullish day if we get over that 200. Maybe. I mean, I think we're going up. I mean, we could still visit the low one more time. But ultimately, I do think we go up. I'm waiting for that. I'm gonna long the 11:30 candle here. So, like right before it closes, you're gonna see me go long. We're gonna hit it like right now. We're full port. We're either going to blow this account or we're going to get a little profit toe on the 11:30 candle. Oh, a little profit. Stop's going to break even now. I think Tom Sabo just bought 1 micro long. We're going to the moon. Yeah, exactly, Eliza. I've never been to Lake Tahoe. I would like to go there for like Christmas one year. Heard it's nice. That's how you go from up 1,000 to break even and back up 900. Let's go. If it blows, does it have to stay? Do I have to tell her? No, you don't have to tell her. Excuse me. Oh, guys, I forgot. I coughed in your ear again. Man, there is a potential 5-minute long here, but gosh, I don't know if I trust it. I do not know if I trust it. I mean, there's a lot of consolidation up here. I mean, it doesn't mean we can't get through it. Show you guys kind of what I'm looking at here. So like if you're looking for a long here, 5-minute, kind of got that wedge going. We broke out of the wedge to the downside. We cleared out that liquidity at 362. Went a little lower there. But if you get a close back above this, you got all this consolidation here, which I don't like. But it's not unreasonable to think that it pushes into the 450s, 470s, and then 498. So it's kind of what I'm watching there. I don't think it's clean enough to take on a funded. And part of that reason is, like, we would like the comma, this red line, to be at the trend line, right? You like that to be at the trend line, so you like them to kind of close together. Where did I get that one drawn from? Oh. Yeah, I actually don't have it drawn from that. I could have it. It could be drawn right there. It could be drawn from right there, I guess, now that I'm looking at it. You could really draw it from there. No, if you drew it from there, then it did. It is closing. Oh man, that would have been the entry there at $3.99. Think about that. Always goes a bit slower. Pick up liquidity. Yeah, I think so too. Stream where we trade charts and talk about how much we hate snakes. That's true too. I do hate snakes. This thing looks like it just wants to go, guys. It really does. Huh. I don't know. I'm considering trying this long. I don't know that I like how this candle's closing, though. All right, I'm going to try it. You guys watch it. I'm walking away. All right, we're back. I was hoping I would come back and this thing would be at my take profit, but that obviously is not the case. Easiest way not to mismanage it is just to walk away, right? That's kind of what I was trying to do, but went to the restroom, walked up and down the hall a couple times, and then, you know, all right, let's go look. So I would have extra confidence here in this trade. If the 5-minute can close above 430 here, then I think we run into that 450 pretty quickly. So let's see if it can go. Got to break this next little trend line here that it's approaching. If it can close above 430 there, it should be able to pop. It's kind of what I'm counting on here. I'm trying my best not to touch it, not to have any emotion towards it at all. ES is at initial balance high there. We are not at initial balance yet. In a bit of a pullback there. Three minutes left on this 5-minute candle. It's got to go here. If the ES pops that initial balance, we can go. Try my best to leave this on here. We are back in that fair value gap too. That first presented gap. We're up 15, 20 points here. I don't know if I want to let this go back red, to be honest. Feeling like I should probably move the stop to break even though, like I said, on these 5-minute plays, it's not really a thing. You're not really supposed to move your stop at all. But getting that bearish reaction there off the initial balance there on ES, kind of annoying. See if the next push gets us into the 50. That's a lot of work. Yeah. I mean, I just want the 51s. I mean, I'm happy with that. If I could just get there and go break even with the runner and just let it work, that's fine. But let's go. Oh, we didn't close your first trade, Tech T? That sucks. Come on. It's always got to put me through anguish, right? It can never just go straight to the target for me. You guys ever feel that way? You're in a trade. You're in a funded trade. And you're like, you can never just go straight to the target. So, yeah, Tech T. That's why I kind of went away. I can't use micros on the Quantire copier. It's just too many accounts. So, idiot box on the last time frame. It can always go straight to this. Exactly. That's the problem. Man, this is going to be another test. This is going to be another test here, whether I'm strong enough not to move the stop here. And the 5 minutes rejecting hard. I might just close this. It's got to hold that 430 level. If it doesn't, I'm getting out. I want to see 5-minute close above 430. It needs to break that trend here, this trend line here. Otherwise, I'm just going to kill it. All right, closed at 430, 430 exactly, basically there. That's what I wanted to see. We have most cleared the 30-second bearish at least, yeah. I mean, it's logical for 55 to hit. So logical for 55 to hit here. So I'm trying to tell myself, let's just be patient, you know. Now, would it make sense for me to go break even here? I think that makes sense. Because once we hit 43, we should go to 51 without coming back to my entry. So let's use that as a spot to maybe try to go break even. If we lose 430, I'm probably just going to kill it. And just watch it go without me. We're 4 minutes outside the macro. You held that trade for 55 minutes? Holy cow. And that's the thing. These 5-minute trades, they sometimes take a lot longer to kind of play out. I do feel like I missed that entry lower. I could have longed off the 400. So annoying here. Try so hard to manage that trade right. Tried so hard. You know, did the whole walk away thing. Did the whole walk away thing. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. We'll jump back in on an eval here. And you know it'll work. Probably. Or it doesn't work and maybe we feel better about ourselves, but you know. I don't know. I do think I'm going to call it there, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and walk away just because, you know, I don't want to do anything stupid. It is Friday, though, so I think I'll be back for Power Hour. I don't have to pick the kids up today. So I'll come back for Power Hour, maybe 3 o'clock, 3:15, something like that. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. If you want to help support the channel, guys, please use my code. I'm just being honest with you guys. The affiliates are down quite a large amount this month. We're at about 50% of where we normally are. So a little bit frustrating. But appreciate all of you guys that are using the code. And we will be back around 3 o'clock this afternoon. We'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.